everyone. Dave Axel here with the weekly band crawl.
Oh no!
And I've known you forever.
Yes.
This is awesome. Rob Amico, Barfly, Alias, and Tribucon.
That's right.
I have not been musically in the same room with you other than going to see your band since we did jam nights at Hotties and Ozone.
Ozone. We also did them at the bar out back before they closed.
That's right. We did like 3 or 4 of those. I'm thrilled you could make the time to do it. That's awesome. That's awesome. We're going to talk about Barfly, Alias, Tribucon, and a bunch of other stuff in the interview right after. For now, you know the deal. Like, this is currently Wednesday at noon. If you don't get it to me by Tuesday at noon, I may not be able to keep your info in the band crawl. Also, one new thing I want to try, if everybody's game. There's a lot of newer bands. You know, they've been around. They're not brand new, but they don't have a big Facebook following yet, just because, you know, we're all kind of embedded in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it'd be great if each week we picked a band that was newer, that didn't have a ton of followers, and we said, hey, this week, let's all go like their page, right? It helps the club owners. You want to see what the other bands are doing anyway. We're all friends. This week, I'm proposing Cobalt 27. They've been around a couple of years. They used to be Judy's band and Judy Behave.
Oh, that's right.
Minus Steve, who went to Skin Deep.
Right.
They've got about 400 followers online. They're terrific. They pull a good crowd. People just haven't thought to do it. So this week, and I'll put the link in the band crawl, shoot them a like. Let's see if we can start helping some of these other bands get a bigger following and a bigger online reputation. So anyway, with that said,
that's awesome.
Let's do it. So this is Samford Brewing Company. And the Smoking Jackets are there Friday night. I think that's still Alex House.
Alex House is still in that band.
He's been in that band a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a fantastic drummer. Go by and check them out. It's a great venue, indoor, outdoor. Good food, good drinks. You'll enjoy it. And then I have not seen Mark and the Jam Junkies.
I do not know if it's Mark, who I'm thinking it is, or a different band.
I don't think it's Mark Dittman or any of those
Mark
guys.
Henderson. I was
thinking, maybe, but we'll have to find out. And then this is their Maitland location, and I'm excited about this one because Kelly Gerardo's great. She's been there many times. The Lynn Gibson project is Henry Levine.
Oh, he's back in.
Yes, I was thrilled to see Henry back on the scene, back playing. Way too good to just not be on the scene anymore. I would go. We're playing this weekend, and we're far. But definitely go check him out. Another great location, another great venue. Stop by. You'll be glad you did, and say hi to Henry. You know where that is.
Yep. Dexter's Lake Mary. We got the Occasional Astronauts. You got some rock stars in that band.
Oh, yeah. So the singer, is that Kurt? I'm really bad with names. I say that every week.
I believe Kurt. See, I know Rick on bass.
Okay.
And the drummer is Jenny's husband.
Oh, Billy Ashball's in there now. He's Pat Benatar,
right?
In Sync,
right?
Currently with Moody Blues when they go on tour,
right?
Like, that's awesome. I think the singer. Do I have him confused?
The guitarist is Kirk, and he was Pat Travers' second guitar player.
Yeah, like this is you cannot go wrong with this. This is a group of true pros, and they don't play as often as everybody else. So if you're not sure who to go see and it's all local, definitely make a stop because they're not going to be an every weekend kind of thing. So check them out. This is Cafe Murano, and Raging Sun is debuting there. Yes, Jason and William, obviously. Jason Ackerman on the keys, too.
Right.
I call him Jason Menudo because I can't say his last name.
I don't know how to say his name
Okay,
either.
so he's just Jason Menudo, so just take it. And I told him that, so he's not surprised.
I call him Donkey Punch Jason. So.
You know how many people are like,
Lizard.
They don't remember the band anymore because you and I are old,
right? And
they're not.
But it's Lizard. We call them Lizard.
Lizard, yeah. I saw them at Fredster's, and they had a bunch of really cool stuff. They did The Heat Is On by Glenn Frey. They did Turn Up the Radio by Autograph. Like, they had a really cool mix of music going.
It's really diverse. Yeah,
it's not the same stuff.
Yeah, it's really cool.
You should check them out for sure. It's their debut weekend over there, so show them some support. You have to know the Alley in My Gin.
Yeah, I'm going to be there tonight, actually.
Are you? What are you doing there tonight?
I'm doing jam night.
Oh, very cool. Is that an every Wednesday thing?
But it's not always me.
Okay, well, every Wednesday, I learned something new. Yeah. Every Wednesday at the Alley is a jam night. Tonight it's you. Is there a standard lineup?
It's Bruce Cole.
Okay.
Ralph on drums.
Nice.
Normally Jimmy Miller on bass, and I'm subbing for Jimmy. Jimmy didn't feel good today, so I'm playing there.
Hope you feel better. That's awesome. And on Friday and Saturday, they've got My Gen. If you don't know My Gen, you've been hiding somewhere, right? Like, they're staples on the scene. They're amazing. Classic rock. You have to go check them out. Yeah, you have to go check them out. And, of course, I just saw you at Castleberry's. I think that was that 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
2 weeks ago, right?
I was there 2 weeks ago.
Yes, for Scott's birthday.
That's right.
Yes, I contributed to your Fireball fund.
That is correct. We were there either the first Friday or Saturday.
I went the night I didn't play.
Yeah,
I played one night and I didn't play the other.
Yeah, it was the Saturdays. But so that's Naughty, which is that is Mike on guitar, Mike Bailey.
Yes, and I have a slide about them a little later on. I listed the whole crew. They're brand new, I think.
I saw them at a jam night about 3 months ago, and the girl, I didn't know where she came from.
I think her name's Elizabeth. I have it later.
Great voice.
Oh, yeah?
Really good. Like, I was shocked.
I think this is their first, like, this weekend they have 3 gigs, and I think it's their first time out. So we'll talk about them a little bit more. Saturday is Paul Drennan's band, DBS.
I would say it's Joe Stump's band, but you could say it's Paul Drennan's band.
I'm calling it Paul Drennan's band.
Okay.
Nobody's corrected me yet. So, and I'm a big, I like Joe Stump a lot. I've run into him a couple times over the years. I'm a big Paul Drennan fan anyway.
Right.
So that's what I'm going with, and I know it's his name's first. It's DBS,
yes.
right? So that's what I'm doing. So it's Paul Drennan on bass, another rock star. Just got off tour with 38 Special. Mm-hmm. Like, he's incredible. And then Joe Stump.
Right.
But I don't know who the B is because I'm bad at names.
Barrett. Keith or Kevin Barrett. He's a drummer. He's also the drummer in Three Forks Road.
Oh, very cool.
With
okay.
Paul as the guitarist.
Very cool. That's not. You can't go wrong with that either. Like, it's like a little tour this weekend between all these big names playing. Post time. I just talked about these guys. Have you seen Cobalt 27?
Yeah, they're amazing.
I like them a lot. Their singers. The whole band's really good, but their singers, James, is really good. Mm-hmm. Like, I enjoy that band a lot, and they go all the way from Tears for Fears to Rage Against the Machine, which is just awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
No, they're a really good band.
Awesome. Go by and check them out, and they will be at post time. You'll notice Deanna stopped at my gig on Saturday or Friday and dropped off our own little weekly band called Mr. Bill. Yep. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. There's no way you don't know that venue or that band.
Oh, never heard of them.
Brand new on the scene.
Never, yep.
So, OBs, Friday and Saturday, Crash Rocket, and you corrected me earlier, so Rob is the bass player for Tribucon. I thought he was a sub, but he is actually the bass player for Tribucon, which is 8 bands.
They haven't thrown me out yet.
Give it time.
Right, yeah.
And there's 8 bands you guys cover, right?
There are 8.
It's unbelievable. We'll talk about it in the interview portion. You can't go wrong with a Crash Rocket show, and Jeannie's on drums, Billy's wife. Right, so, and she's incredible. Like, the whole band's great.
And OB's is their venue. It's like literally
that's their home.
Their home.
That's their home. And that's a
it's
great place.
Blow up. Yeah,
I love that place. I love Christy. I love the staff. They renovated a couple years ago. Outdoor.
Right during COVID, it's beautiful.
It's awesome. So go by. You will be glad you did. I only put this up. So Wing Shack is renovating. They were supposed to open back up on the 13th. I guess construction had delays. Big shock there.
Right.
But I did want to just mention, like, they're still doing bands, and I'm curious to see what they do with the renovation. But they're under construction, so hopefully by next week, I think now they're projecting the 20th, which is tomorrow, they'll be done with their renovation, but we'll see. But I wanted to include it. Good luck on the renovation. That's awesome. I have heard of these guys. They're like half Barfly. But like all Alias, and so tell me who's in the Alias version
this week?
Yeah.
This week we are just one more. It's Jody, the owner's birthday.
Nice, happy birthday.
So we got this. We kind of backdoored these gigs. Dave Reynolds from Gin and Tonics. Gin and Tonics plays just one more all the time. They called him and said, "Hey, we need some dates." So Dave called me and said, "Hey, what are you and Hunter doing?" And I said, "Nothing." He goes, I got some dates. So we took that, and Dave Lauber lives in Deltona.
Oh, so Lauber's going to drum for you.
Yeah, so I pulled, he's my tribute. He pulled me in the Tribucon. So
you pulled him in Alias.
Yeah, and he subs for me sometimes at Barfly.
So Alias is you and Hunter and whoever you bring.
Actually, it's Hunter and whoever I put, because there's going to be some Alias gigs without me that I can't make.
Really?
And
okay.
Yeah, as long as I can find somebody that has a PA. I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm golden.
Okay.
So Dave Reynolds has a PA, so he's going to do a couple gigs. Like I told him, my daughter's getting married. I can't make the gig.
Congrats on that.
Dave Reynolds will be there with Hunter in a couple weeks. And
I want to talk more about the back and forth, because every week I get on and I'm like, I don't know. It's Rob and Hunter will be there. Go check it out. Bloodhound Brew. So I met these guys. Have you seen Monticelli?
Blew me away. Yeah.
They are really good. Three brothers.
Oh, yeah.
3 brothers. He told me a funny story too. He said He's like, they came here from, I think, Brazil.
Right.
And he's like, we came here and I saw your coin and it has our last name on it, Monticello, the Thomas Jefferson house. I thought that was awesome. But they're great. I saw them at a benefit a number of weeks back. Yeah, they're terrific. Definitely go by, check them out. High energy, rock and roll, good mix of stuff. You'll really enjoy it. Go by and say hi. Have you been to Long's Log Cabin?
No, I know where it is on the map.
Okay, you're one ahead of everybody else. You're one ahead of everybody else. Have you seen Black Creek Rising?
No.
I have not. I'm guessing classic rock, maybe country-ish. I don't know. But if you go, post some video. We'd love to learn more. Main Street Station, obviously, we all know.
Right.
Right, take it. That's all you.
That's Big Engine. Basically the #1 bike week band right out of Jacksonville. And then you got Alex Haze on Saturday. And I want to say Alex House plays drums for Alex Haze, too.
Really?
He does sometimes.
AA band. Very cool. And then right next door at Boot Hill, Friday you have Blister, and Saturday you have Max Q. The Doghouse. This is a great weekend of music. Right? Yeah. On Friday you get Miss Intent.
Amazing.
She's a ton of fun. Right. I really enjoy. I've seen them like 8 or 9 times. Every time I have a good time. Like, she does so much high energy stuff. She's just, and her band's great. Mm-hmm. But I mean, she's the show. She's out for. They're awesome. And then Foscolos is there the next night with Red Line. Have you seen the new lineup?
Oh, the new lineup is great.
I love it. I think they sound fantastic. They have a great time on stage. They're great with the crowd. Like, this is the best lineup I've seen with John.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that too, and I'm gonna piss off my his last singer was friends with me, but no, Johnny got it right and he dialed it in.
Yeah, and sometimes it isn't about how good the individual members are; it's how they gel as the four.
Has to do with
the sum of its parts, right? So
and what songs you get to play with those members. That's the key.
No, so don't be mad. This is all good, right? But the great lineup and a great weekend of music at the Doghouse. This is actually, so Tom put this in quotes for me, so I knew he wasn't like making it up. The band is called Unknown Artist. Like, that is their name, and they are a classic and modern rock tribute band.
Okay.
Have not heard of them. I think they're tagging off my old Almost Unknown.
Almost Unknown,
right? Yeah. I think they're tagging off that, but no, of course I'm kidding because they wouldn't even know who we are. They're doing a whole tribute fest on the beach. Check it out. It's going to be awesome. And then the very next night is Green Tree Brothers. I haven't seen them, but I heard they're great.
I've seen videos of them, and basically Green Tree is where it's at. It's basically they're a pot smoking band, basically.
Oh, that's where we get the Green Tree.
That's what I took from it. But they're classic rock in that southern rock, Allman Brothers, jammy type thing.
Nice.
Great guys.
And if they're at the Hard Rock, they do a good job.
They're amazing. Yeah.
Very cool. Traders.
There you go.
So yeah, this band is fine if they just swap out their drummer.
I feel the same way about my band, the bass player. Yeah.
We're at Traders Friday and Saturday night. Come on by. We're a straight up dance band. If you want to come and dance and sing the night away, we'd love to see you. I really like Traders. It's right on Flagler in New Smyrna Beach. It's a stone's throw from the water. You can go from us to Flagler Tavern right up the street because you can make your little crawl. The Click is there. I have not seen them, but I've heard they're awesome.
I saw them probably 12 years ago.
And I don't think this is the same.
No, it's the same guys.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a really good friends with the guitarist's girlfriend. Like, we worked together 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And they play Flagler Tavern. They play up in Palm Coast.
Off the Hook.
Yeah, they play just East Volusia.
And what do they play? What are they?
They're you walk in and they're gonna play Kryptonite, or they're gonna play something that we know. It's gonna be.
So you're gonna be able to dance to it or sing to it.
Dance to it or sing to it. They're great. Yeah.
That's awesome. And you can, again, there's Peanuts, who isn't on the band crawl, but you can kind of go to them too. And it's just like this little triangle, so you can walk around and see all the bands. They have great food over there, great staff. Definitely check it out. Of course, you'll be too busy hanging with me at Traders.
That's right.
But you know the deal. Have you been to the Garage Bar?
Yeah. I play there often.
Really? I have not been down the St. Cloud way. We have to go. We're going to do something at Drunken Parrot soon. I owe Scott a phone call, but I haven't been down to St. Cloud. And I have not seen Velcro Love, but I still say ow every time I see that.
Yeah, I've watched videos of them. They're really cool. They play those 2 St. Cloud venues that you're talking about. And they're really a good band. Yeah.
And they don't have anybody on Saturday. So if you're looking for a gig, they may still be hunting for a band that day. Reach out, hit them up. You never know. And then the other, of course, we're still down in St. Cloud, Brews and Blues. I have not seen Slickwood or Red Hot Rooster, but I love the name.
Slickwood is, I saw them 8 years ago, and they were, let's call them a country band.
Okay.
But like they do an acoustic version of "You Shook Me All Night Long." Like,
okay,
you know, they
I gotcha.
rock it up. Red Hot Rooster is on the countryside, and they are one of St. Cloud's bigger bands. That when they go down there, a lot of people go to those venues.
I love the name, and you're the first person on the show who's like, I've seen all of those, which is awesome because now you're teaching me about some of these guys. And then of course Drunken Parrot. Now Kings County. Oh yeah, I happen to be wearing my Kings County shirt today. Kings County is going to be there Friday. They're awesome. Right. I went and saw them. I saw them open for Bon Jovi years and years ago at the Amway, and kind of like monitored or like followed a little bit from there. Had them on the band crawl. Saw them up at Dexter's. A great group of guys. You know, the drummer's awesome. Like he sings too. It's very cool. Like the whole thing. They're just great, and they just put out a new CD a little while ago with like all their singles on it. Because they do have original music as well.
I stole something from them.
What did you steal
years
from them?
Ago. I saw them at Dexter's, I want to say 8 or 9 years ago.
Okay.
And in long train running, when you go into the 5th verse, it goes into this hard beat.
Yes.
And we used to go into Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix. I saw them do it, and I stole it from them.
See that? So if you guys need to file a claim, shoot me a message. I'll take care of it. And I don't know if...
That's Micah from Micah and the Reason.
I know it is. Did he drop the more? Did he drop the... Or did Tom just get lazy and write J. Micah?
I think that's what he calls himself now.
Okay, so and here's the thing. The reason I did it that way, so I constantly go back to Tom, or I say on the band crawl, like, I don't think that's right. Tom's never been wrong. Mm-hmm. Like, every time I've said, oh, that's spelled wrong or whatever, he's like, nope, here's a picture. That's how they do it. So I saw it this time, Tom, and I'm like, I'll bet you anything this is right. I'm leaving it. So he's awesome. He sat in with me once years ago. I saw him do some acoustic out at Traders multiple times in the last few months. Like, he's just great. Mm-hmm. Any way you want to cut it. And I think everybody on the scene already knows that. This is like your other...
Yeah, it's one of my homes.
This is one of your homes. Take it. It's all you.
Friday, Speed Limit 70. That's my 4th band, by the way. Now, I do sub for Speed Limit 70.
Wow.
But Susan Thomas... now I'm going to look like an idiot. I play with Paul Lane on drums.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And
okay.
The bass player is Rick.
See, but it's you when you sub.
No,
so.
We're good friends and I text, but now I'm on TV.
And now
I'm on
remember.
TV.
Now, what happens is when Rob hit 63 or so, it really started to go down.
It's bad enough.
They're incredible. I always enjoy seeing
Rick
those guys.
on keyboard.
I didn't know that.
There's a guy named Rick on keyboard.
Okay.
Amazing. And Mike Del Campo on bass. So
That's who you were forgetting?
I'm sorry, Mike. Well, I could see it's MDC is what I see in my head. MDC, Mike Del Campo.
Okay.
So, but Mike is also in Overkill. So
right.
if he's got an Overkill gig and I'm off,
then you fill in.
I play with Speed Limit 7.
And have you seen More Than Venus yet?
I've seen videos.
They are awesome. Kitty and Carlos are kind of the core. They have the duo, they have the trio, they have the full band.
Right. It's
really like a giant studio session. She can just read the room, turn to the band, and be like, "Play this," and they play it.
Right.
And then hey, let's play that, and they play like it's an interesting vibe because it's almost like you guys are just hanging out with them, which is really cool.
Right.
It's not as much as like we have a list of stuff and we're just gonna run through it. They're super personable. You know, you feel like they care about what you're listening to. Like it's a very cool vibe at their shows, and so definitely check them out. I'm going to assume this is the full band because I didn't put duo.
Yeah,
so I think this is the full band.
Chuck's doing full bands on weekends.
Okay, so definitely this is a great weekend. Go by and check them out. And then Oasis on the River. I meant to look this up. So that's how it was listed. Raquel, which is an 80s singer. I was wondering, being old, if that was actually Rockwell. I would doubt it, but a lot of those guys are on the tribute circuit now. Yeah, or Taxman, or you know what.
Yeah.
Either way, they have an 80s thing going on this weekend. If you're an 80s fan, go by and check it out. Place is awesome. You'll be glad you did. And then, of course, Kings County, Saturday, first and last tab out in Ocala. Yep. Pindos.
Oh, cool.
Pindos, you've been out there.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tribucon plays there, too. Yeah. So, Black Sheep, Julie and Steve. Right. I saw them at the benefit and did not realize, I hope I don't get yelled at for this, I did not realize how good Steve is. Like, he was great on drums. I really enjoyed watching him play. And actually, I took a couple things from that. So
Butch is on guitar.
Butch is on guitar. I don't know the bass player's name, though. I've never met their bass player. No. But Julie's incredible. They did a great job. They went from, like, dance songs all the way to Ladies and Gentlemen. Like, it was a great show. I'm sure it'll be a great show at Pinners. And then you can come back on Saturday and pretend you're Julie with karaoke. And on Sunday, they have Head Rush, who I have not seen.
I know who Head Rush is.
Of course you do. Tell me who they are.
That's
why I brought you on.
It's Rusty. It's a 3-piece version of It's Rusty. And
Rusty Wilmot?
Yeah.
How did I not know this?
It's Rusty's, and I believe it's William Golden on bass, and I don't know if it's PJ on drums.
I definitely want video of that.
I think it's a 3-piece version of...
Oh, Switch.
Yeah.
I definitely want video of that. Everything I have seen those guys do is awesome. Like everything. Nerd Ranger, Love Song, like all of it. So definitely. Leprechaun. Which one?
The one
Def Leprechaun. I forgot about that. Those guys are awesome. Muldoon's Acoustic Inferno on Friday. That's going to be fantastic. I don't know the Smack, but I love the name.
No, I never heard of them.
You have not heard of them? You didn't see them 10 years ago, 19 years ago?
No, I did not see them.
Wow. Have you been out to Freitas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you played there.
Yeah.
So, and actually, if Morgan's watching, I forgot. We made them a new logo. So that was the logo we made them, and that was the colors they wanted, and then they realized, nah, and we changed the colors. I'll fix that for next week.
Okay.
So, franchise players are on Thursday.
Great, man.
They are my favorite dance band. Like, of all the ones I've seen, they're my favorite. I really like the show they put on. They've got a great mix of music. It's got a great vibe to it all night long. They're going to crush it over there. That place has a huge stage. It's basically like 2 of the post-time stage.
It's the biggest stage I've ever played on.
And the PA's cool, and they you should definitely check out Fredster's for the food and the music whenever. And they've got some cool stuff this weekend. So Thursday's franchise. Friday's Harlequin.
Awesome.
I'm a big Harlequin fan. I like I like Buzz, Karen, Steve and Britt.
Right.
Like, Britt's just a wind-up toy. She's so much fun. But they're awesome, so go by and check them out. I have not seen Brutus.
I've not seen or heard of Brutus.
All right, so now, look, if Rob Amico has not seen or heard of a band, you have to send me video, because Rob knows them all. And on Sunday,
as the kids,
they're staying open. So they normally close at 3 o'clock. They just do like a lunch brunch thing, and they're done. From 3 to 6, they're bringing in the kid band, which is called Soundcheck.
They're not kids; they're teenagers. But
well, the youngest is 13. They're all teenagers, but especially the bass player's cute as a button, and big glasses and jumps around and has a blast. And I just feel like she's like, "Oh, you're so cute. Come over here." Like she's just such a little kid. So I still say kids.
Yeah, they were on the benefit.
They were.
And when Nick reached out to me, I said, the only thing I request is I don't follow the little kids. Because if you can't win, you can't win when you follow the little kids.
No, there's no way. They do. So they play Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold. They play Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams. They play everything in between. I was helping, Giggles teaches me drums. Right. Now that she's old enough, that's where I get some of my lessons. She was teaching me War Pigs because they're ramping that song up. She's playing War Pigs with that band now.
Oh, Giggles is in that band.
Oh yeah, she's the drummer. So Kirsten, her real name, Kirsten is on drums. She's my goddaughter. Oakley, who I affectionately call Leonardo because he looks exactly like Leonardo DiCaprio, is on vocals. The 2 guitar players are Jake and Julian. They're both, I know this sounds crazy, they both moved here from Nashville. They both gig out and play. Jake is on a tour. Their 14-year-old homeschooled guitarist is gone and playing with I want to say he was playing with a big band, like a famous band, and I don't want to say and get it wrong, but he goes out like 8-9 times a year and tours with these bands. And then Julian is just as good. They met each other in Nashville, and they were gigging, and like they did Avenged Sevenfold at the benefit, and they did the guitar solo together in stereo.
Oh, wow.
Like, those two are really good. And then Shansea, I really hope I said that right, is on bass, and she's adorable. I can watch Shansea all day long. She's so happy. She's like just so thrilled to be doing live music. So if you're in the area, I will be there, obviously. Come by, check it out. Sunday, 3 to 6. Great food. You'll love the place. I'll be there. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of other people, but they're playing a full show by themselves.
Awesome. Like
full 3-hour whole thing. So that's pretty cool. CJ's Italian Kitchen. Susie, I hope I say this right, Maka? Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So More Than Venus Duo is there on Thursday night. This place is just kind of getting itself ramped up again. I'm going to go to that if I can, because I love More Than Venus, and they're actually playing on a night that I don't. Great food. They just booked Fireside,
cool.
which is Dan Powell, and like they got a lot of good stuff going on there. But it's just acoustic, and it's Thursday nights. So go by and check it out.
That's that same band.
That's that band. So Judy Drabick from Judy Behave and Bleeding Heart sent me this over and said this band is actually friends with her parents.
Oh, wow.
And so they're at Hard Rock the one night. The following night on the 21st, they're at Tuffy's Bottle Shop and Lounge in Sanford.
Awesome.
And they apparently tour like North Carolina, Florida, that whole little scene. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Go check them out. And then this is Name Brand Duo.
Right.
Now, have you seen them?
I've seen video of them.
Okay, I figured, right?
Yeah.
I have not, but it's a husband-wife team. They also have a band.
Right.
Right, and what's interesting for me is on their page they say they're building community through music. I don't know the how yet, but I'm intrigued. I want to know this. Like, I'm intrigued. So you can answer me and put it up, but I found a good picture of them. They're at Atwood Farms on Saturday in Eustis from 11 to 3.
Awesome.
You have to know them.
Yeah, Hayfire.
Right? 4-time champion, hoping for a 5th.
Yeah. Like, I don't even try anymore. I see my name nominated, I go,
oh, that's
Hayfire's
cute.
good.
Hayfire will call you when they win.
Hayfire will let us know. So they're playing up at the Villages on Thursday.
Yep.
In Brownwood Square, and on Saturday at the Bank and Blues in Daytona. They not only the best country band, the most professional band in town. I would say.
They're super polished, super together. Like I agree, and it's always a great show. This was last weekend. I guess I just left it in the show because I like Jackknife that much. So awesome. You can ignore that because that was last week. Murder Hornets. I love the name. I like the logo. Friday and Saturday, JJ's Lounge and Package, which is the one right near Oasis, right? It's like right up the street.
There's 2 JJ's, but I believe that's the one.
Okay. And then Slack Attack, this first time I've seen this, this is their acoustic.
Oh.
And they have, one of them is on cajon, and then there's another person who I'm assuming is singing and doing guitar. I'm hoping it's not just vocals and cajon, because even though I'm a drummer, that would really get old quickly. But they're the Alibi in Geneva from 1 to 5, which is kind of like their second home at this point. I feel like I see them at the Alibi a lot, which is great.
Right.
So definitely check them out. You got to know.
Yeah.
Right? Scott Kenny, Lowood.
Right, The Wood.
The Wood. Friday at Avalon Tavern from 8 to 11. I don't know who the... I guess that's Martini. I shouldn't even ask the question.
I think his name is Martine Martini, but I'm not sure.
Really?
I'm almost positive.
Okay. Because I'm like, that's a cool stage name, but that may be the real deal.
Right.
Very cool. Scott Kenny's always a good show.
Great.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then, of course, Harlequin. So you know they're going to be at Fredster's on Friday. I told you that. On Saturday, they're going to be at the Bottle House.
In Riverview, Florida.
Which... Is that far?
Oh, it's pretty far.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't know the town Riverview, but that's awesome. Go do it. Go do it. And then Off the Charts, I've seen video of.
Right.
They are a party band, dance band, fun, good time. And they are out at Paz Taco Palace and Margarita Bar in Orlando, which I have not been to.
I have not been to.
This is the first time I think I've heard of it.
Yep.
Which doesn't mean anything, but Off the Charts is great. I've seen the video. Definitely check them out. You've got to know.
I know Rachel. So Rachel is doing a duo with Thomas on Saturday at the St. John's River Grill, 6 to 10. That is right there on the 415.
Yeah.
Right?
So 2 things there. Number 1, I don't ever remember not having to figure out how I was going to squeeze all Rachel's gigs onto a slide. So she's taking some well-deserved break this weekend.
No, she played during the week.
She did Wednesday.
She did
Wednesday because she told me that, but by the time I put this out, it's Thursday. And then she did say St. John's. So I just went with River Grill. So if I'm wrong, I only got part of the name. So please send me the whole name because I don't play acoustic, so I don't know all the venues. But I'm pretty sure that's St. John's River Grill.
All right.
She's awesome.
Great.
Everybody knows. This is Nikki Boland's new band.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes. On the Rocks. She sent me this 2 weeks ago and then reminded me this week because she knows I'm old. They are at the Black Hammock. Everybody knows the Black Hammock. That's going to be a good time.
Nikki, keep it under 95 decibels. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, is there a rule at the Black Hammock now?
Used to be.
95
I haven't
dB?
played there in 10 years.
I just like that you could look through the floor and see the water underneath.
It was awesome.
It's very cool. So go by and check them out. Another new band. Let's see what goes on. And then, of course...
Who?
They're new to the scene. Eric picked up drums about a year ago and grabbed some friends from high school and they're just kind of feeling their way. No, this is Eric Freitas.
Of course.
I mean, one of the best drummers, period. His band is incredible. Sam, what's the other guitar player's name? I know who Sam is because I see him on Facebook all the time. Is it Steve?
Yep.
Okay,
Steve
good.
Savage.
Okay, so, thank you.
Not only is Eric a great drummer, Eric can play any position in any band.
Oh, I know, it's crazy. And sings.
He sings great. Steve sings the country stuff great.
Yep, I've seen him do it.
And Sam sings Sam sings stuff. They switch guitars and bass, and I'm just like, okay, can you fit any more talent?
They remind me of the bands that used to do Pleasure Island down in Disney, where they could just rotate members. They were all so good at every instrument, they could switch out, and you never knew the difference. Like, they're an awesome show every single time. If you want to feel the need to go practice, just go to a Hypersona show, and then be like, wow, I need to go work on my stuff. Friday, Tracy's Lounge in Melbourne, 8 to 1. Right. Saturday, Scooter Haven in Inglis, Florida. Haven't heard of the town or the place yet. And then Sunday, Racings in Turn.
North Turn. That is, N is North.
See, it was abbreviated, and I don't know these things. There you go. I was wondering, because I'm like, why haven't I heard of that? Yeah. Racings North Turn, Ponce Inlet, 12:30 to 4:30 on Sunday. Mm-hmm. This is Naughty Naughty that we talked about before, right? So they have 3 gigs this weekend. Castleberry's, which we covered Friday.
Right.
Old Glenwood Tavern, they I think this is the one they just picked up. It's from 1 to 5 in DeLand. And then they're going to do a double header and go Saturday to Mark's from 5:30 to 9:30 to 1:30. So it's Elizabeth on vocals, who you said is incredible.
Right.
Mike Bailey. I mean, Mike's great. Absolutely great. Doug Henderson on bass and vocals. Tim Fournier on drums. Everybody sings. I don't know if it's all background vocals or lead vocals because they just put vocals. This, as far as I know, is their debut weekend. So, check them out.
Not their debut weekend.
Check them out. He said something about they're just now.
They played Mark's. I want to say 2 weeks ago because I saw a video of them.
Are they new or am I?
No, they've got a new bass player and a new drummer.
Oh, okay. Same band name though. I have not heard of
Same band name, but it's a fairly new band.
Okay, Doug, I apologize. I thought you were saying this was debut. He might have meant debut of new members as my bad.
Castleberry's debut. Never played Castleberry's before.
Okay, there you go. From now on, you are my proofreader. I'm sending you the band crawl and be like, here. Sorry about that, Doug, but go see Naughty Naughty. I also really like the logo.
Yeah, it's great.
I really like the logo.
Great.
And then we talked about it. Switch, they're down at Old Town in Kissimmee, the car show Friday night. So
cool.
Friday night is new cars, and they'll be like 500. No exaggeration. And Saturday is classic cars. And it's like one night is 1979 and up for the new, and classic is 79 and down. And I am not exaggerating when I tell you on a nice night, there could be up to 1,000 vehicles in that place.
That's awesome.
It's incredible. Like, so if you're a car person, go check it out. Switch is awesome. They set up a great stage presentation there. The crowd loves them. They all just, there's a big middle area with the stage, and they all just stand there and sing and dance and hang with them as they should. So you get 2 great things, right? You get the car show and you get Switch. So go by and check it out. Shadow Cabinet. See, he sent me this picture because I finally put up their logo because they were all like, we are Shadow Cabinet, which is not what they do. So this is the picture that Bob sent me. So this is the chosen one.
Right.
Magical Meat Boutique in Mount Dora from 8 to 11 on Friday. Yeah. Dave Hayes says it's great.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And
so
Shadow Cabinet, if you like 80s new wave, this is the band for you.
And it's only new wave.
That's
it's
all they
Devo, Flock of Seagulls, Depeche Mode, all that.
The Cure.
Check it out.
Joe Jackson, Elvis Costello.
It's awesome. You have to go check it out. And you get to see what crazy drum set Bob is actually going to use.
He's been using electronics the last couple of
years.
years.
But he had like the triggered cocktail kit, which he doesn't use anymore. And he's had like all these interesting little setups, which goes with the alternative vibe anyway.
Yeah.
So go by and check it out. Fireside. First time having Dan on here. You know, Dan sang with me 3 million years ago in Almost Unknown.
I know that.
Many, many years ago. So Friday they're at the Cork Room from 9 to 12. Saturday they're at the Brass Tap. And I know that at the Brass Tap they're going to have a cajon player or a drummer or one or the other.
Okay.
So there'll actually be 3 of them. But as is typical of us drummers, we don't count.
Yeah.
It's just it's a duo.
It's a duo with it.
And some guy banging on something, right? So go check them out. He's awesome. He puts on a great show. He's super friendly with the crowd. He's a lot of fun. Like, you'll be glad you went out there. And then, so here's what's going on with this. Thursday nights at the Haven is a jam night.
Right.
It's not every week. It's usually every other. It depends on what they have going on, so call to confirm before you show up. But you get to play with Dean Alcher.
Right.
Tim DeDoro.
Right.
And Rick Navarro.
Right.
Like 3 professional musicians. Bad Company, Skid Row, Pack Travers, like, and there's more.
Right, yeah.
And you can just show up at the Haven and jam with those guys. Like, that to me is awesome. Like, where else do you get to do that? Like, these are all, they're not just local musicians. Not that our local musicians aren't amazing. These guys have been there, done that. Like, I would definitely go. So, totally laid back. No sign-up sheet. None of that at all. No. And no egos, no pressure. So, and I took that from Dean's information, but I believe it.
No.
I believe it. So, call first or check on their webpage or something if they're going to be doing it. But if they are, like, that's an awesome chance for you to do it. And that is the entire band crawl. I think you taught me more than I even knew when we started, because you've seen every single band, which is awesome. He's not leaving. Only Steve Roberts got to try to leave, as I say every single week. I'm going to interview Rob so that I can finally get Alias and Barfly right. Although no promises. I'm still an idiot, so I may get it wrong. I want to talk about Tribucon.
Okay.
Right? I've got a bunch of stuff for you. So
okay, cool.
Stick around. If you're going out this weekend, have fun, stay safe, support local music. And again, let's just start picking a band a week. So this week, Cobalt 27, if everybody's cool with that, much appreciated.
Hit the like.
Yep, hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys real soon.